going back to a place that's far away. How about you? Have you got a place to stay? Why should I care when I'm just trying to get along? We were friends, but now it's the end of our love song. So let's leave it alone, 'cause we can't see eye to eye. There ain't no good guy, there ain't no bad guy. There's only you and me, and we just disagree. Ooh, oh. So let's leave it alone, 'cause we can't see eye to eye. There ain't no good guy, there ain't no bad guy. There's only you and me, and we just disagree. Ooh, oh, oh. That was We Just Disagree by Dave Mason, played for a request by a friend of the Morristown UkeJam in the East Village, New York City. Love the East Village. Used to play there with Ukulele Cabaret occasionally. Not in too long. Anyway, I played that straight from the charts of the Morristown UkeJam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'd be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. In just a moment, I'm going to do a basic tutorial covering everything I just played, including a much easier version of this song in the same key that you could play at the same time as a friend who's playing the version I just played. But so I'm going to cover that. At the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up play along that you might find helpful. But right now, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want hundreds more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each with a link to its own video tutorial and play along just like this one, then check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. Okay, now first thing I'm going to say is there are two versions of this song in the song sheet, 2 pages, that is to say. First page is the whole song exactly like I played it. The second page is an easier version in the same key. So it has, there are not that many chords in this song. This is a 4-chord song. What is it? D, G, A, and B minor. Those are the only 4 chords I played. But I played 3 different versions of D, or two different versions of D, and 2 of G, and 2 of A, and I did some slides, and I did some plucking, and I made it more complex than it needed to be. So if you're a beginner, or you just don't want to work that hard, then go straight to the second page. And in fact, I'm going to cover that one first, because it'll be a lot shorter, and there might be more people interested in that one. So, yeah, I'll cover that one first. And then I'll come back and I'll show you everything I just did. So, the easier version, the simpler version, same key, less segue chords, right? Also, on the second page, there are a few places where I put the A chord in bright red. If you want to skip those, you can. It'll sound better if you play them. But if you want to skip them, it won't be wrong. It'll just be less complex, and you won't have to make as many quick chord changes. Okay, so here's the first part. I would suggest, even if you're a beginner, if you have more than one finger on your right hand, then you can do the intro in a little bit more interesting way by starting with plucking and then going to strumming. If you only have one finger on your right hand, not making fun of you, you're going to be stuck with strumming. But if you've got fingers, even if they aren't very coordinated, you can do this. That's what I suggest you do as an intro. If you don't want to do the fancy part, just do that. Pluck all 4 strings 4 times. That is to say that line 4 times. D, D, G, A, D, D, G, A, and then strum. This strum, throughout the song, I called it a light strum with the lyrics. Well, I didn't have any lyrics then, did I? So it sounds like I should have stopped strumming. Well, no. It's mostly down, down, up, up, down. Down, up, down, down, up, up, where the emphasis is, right? Mostly. But if you'll notice, there's an emphasis every time there's a chord change, and there's an emphasis with the words. Been away, haven't seen you in a while. See, seen, while. How have you been? Have you changed your style? Changed your style, right? That's where the sound goes. That's where the emphasis goes. And beyond that, I'm not sure what I can tell you about the strum, because I can change it up on every line, you know, but that's how it goes. As far as the chord transitions, I think all of the chord transitions in the simpler version are also in the more complex version. So I think I'll just go over that now. Chronologically from the intro, the slide is the hardest part in this song. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. I just showed you a simpler version. There are a variety of other simpler versions. But the plucking is not hard, but I am going from two, that is to say the low two strings. Yes, I'm playing a low G ukulele. My dog has fleas, as opposed to my dog has fleas, right? But I would play it the same way with either tuning. I would. But so I've got my left hand on a D. I'm plucking my low two strings, that is to say the third and fourth strings from the floor. And then them two middle strings, still a D, but you hear a change. And then I'm plucking the three farthest from the floor, strings 2, 3, and 4. And I'm forming the G like this because I want to be able to do a slide from a G up to an A. Otherwise you're doing, right? That doesn't sound, I want it to go up. Now, if you have a hard time with that, if you're having a really hard time with the slide, that is the hardest part of the song. If you just can't press hard enough to get good, you know, resolution? That's not the right word, but, you know, to get a good sound out of that with a bar chord. If you can't do that, then I would just play an open G, right? And don't pluck your fourth string. Oh, I did it wrong, but so it would sound like this. Right? That is actually much easier. You don't have to have the strength in your left hand or the coordination to be able to do that. So you can do that. And you can do the same thing with the strumming when you... so that's the first thing. The first 4 lines... Sorry. And then I switch to strumming, and I also change up the first D. That's the only thing I'm changing. The other thing, and you know, before I was plucking, going from there to there, so it was low, high. Now I'm going high, low. That's the only difference between the 2 lines, except that I'm strumming now. Okay. And if you have a hard time with this slide, a bar chord slide, then I would do the same. Just try not to pluck or try not to hit your fourth string when you do that. So it sounds like this. Ah, I did it wrong. Right? If you can hear this, it's not going to sound quite right when you go up to the A. So that's about it. Okay, and you can practice that in slow motion. I'm not sure it's easier in slow motion, that one, but it might be. I'll do that intro. We'll be doing each of those lines 4 times in just a moment when I do the slow motion play along. So, okay, then the verses. I already talked about the strum. Let me show you now how I make each chord transition. So, been away. And yes, this has a lot of very fast changing chords, but again, like I said, only really 4 different chords. So from the D to the B minor, I'm going to use my index finger. I'm going to drop it as a bar. Sorry. And I've got my B minor there. So, been away, haven't seen you in a while. So from here, my index finger goes kind of diagonal over to the A. How have you been? Now, again, my index finger is still the kind of anchor point because I'm going to slide it up. I'm going to leave it stuck to the ukulele, slide it up just 1 fret to that G. And And now I'm going to move it over just one string and drop the bar again for the B minor. Have you changed your style, and do you think? So the index finger is going back and forth like this from these two strings, kind of, right? Your bar to there, bar to there, bar, and then finally, back to the A again, and then back to the D. So again, you can think of your index finger as the anchor point if you want to, if that makes it easier for you. Change your style, and do you think? And now it's the same chord transitions. We have grown up differently, don't seem the same. Seems you've lost your feel for me. By the way, once you get comfortable with those, it's really fun. This is a really fun song to play. It is, once you can play it smoothly. I don't know how to describe what makes it fun other than it feels like my fingers are dancing. You know, that doesn't always feel that way with songs. Sometimes I'm just making music, which is great, but it's not, my fingers aren't have as much fun. Sometimes it feels clumsy and hard. This just feels like my fingers are dancing. It's really nice. Makes you wonder if Dave Mason plays ukulele, So let's leave it alone. Again, G, A, D. We're going to see that a few times, but so I was on the D. I'm moving over just one string rather, to that G. And then, again, index finger slides down one fret, and then diagonally again to the D. Your index finger isn't moving much. It's right here all this time, right? So leave it alone, 'cause we can't see eye to eye. Now I go into, this is the second line of the intro. Magical, isn't it? You have to listen really close to the original studio recording to realize that it is exactly the same as the intro. But you have to do it with a little funky timing. So there ain't no good time. So I'm from the D, I'm dropping a G, kind of a second position G, which is almost the same as the B minor, right? So it's almost the same as going from that D to the B minor, except you're dropping one more finger. And now I'm going to slide it. And that high D, that's a third position D, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. So, ain't no good guy, there ain't no bad guy, there's only... And now down to the B minor. So you're already up here, you've already got the bar, and you already have the right shape. You just pick up and slide down 2 frets. That's it. You and me, and we just disagree. And this part is fun too for the drama. Ooh, ooh. Stop. It's important. Stop is important. It's the only place in the song, well, that and the outro, only place in the song where everything stops just for a moment. But it's a dramatic effect. So when you go, ooh, stop it somehow. You can stop with your left hand, or you can stop with your right hand. You can stop with both. Whatever. Just stop it. Whoa. And then at the very end, the outro chorus, there's only you and me, and we just disagree. Ooh. And then a variation on that last line. Whoa, whoa. And that's it. That is the entire song. Okay, now I'm going to play in slow motion through the intro, the first verse, and the chorus, but I'm going to pretend that the chorus is the last chorus. So that way I get to play the alternate final line a little bit longer. And here goes. Slow motion close-up on my chord-changing hand. Let's see here. Slow motion. 5, 6, 7, and... Have you changed your style, and do you think that we've grown up differently? Don't seem the same. Seems you've lost your feel for me. So let's leave it alone, 'cause we can't see eye to eye. There ain't no good guy, there ain't no bad guy. There's only you and me, and we just disagree. Ooh, ooh, oh, oh. That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.